and responsibilities. Coming to it's a general discussion. This is the HRMS module in Peoplesoft. As you know, as a functional consultant by the BA, I'm a user and searching my Peoplesoft machine. And I found one thing to change, like a functional navigation I observed, and I'm expecting a change in the functionality. Just like say, okay, in the self-service personal information, there we have, okay, home and mailing address. There is a navigation. If you open the navigation, there you will see the home and mailing addresses option for the employee, and he can see the details of the home and mailing addresses within the self-service. As a client, I'm navigating to this, and I found something. I'm expecting some change in the functionality. As you know, we will open the page in the backend. How do you know what is this page?
For the home and mailing address?
Exactly. Once I open the page, it will display some functionality in front of me, just to say it will display home address and mailing address, like that. I want to do some changes on the page.
Oh, okay. So you do Control J to see
exactly
which page you're on.
Yes, excellent. Then later what we will do, as per the requirement, we will open the page in the application designer, and we will do some customizations on the page, like page structures we can change, otherwise we will write the code. Whatever it may be, we will achieve some functionality at the end of the development. Then, whatever the changes you are doing, let's say it is in the editable mode right now, home and mailing addresses. You can edit the addresses. But as my client, I'm asking, don't give any privilege to my user to edit the addresses. This is a requirement. Then, as you said, I'm clicking on the Control J. I will pick up the page is HR home mailing, and I will open the page in the application designer, and I will do the modifications. Here I will open the page directly, and I will do the modifications with respect to the requirement. Once I save the modifications in the application designer, whatever the changes you apply to the page is directly appearing on the front-end pages. How these are connected? Whatever the things I'm doing changes, whatever the changes I'm doing in the back-end, how the changes are replicating in the front-end directly? Is there any connection between that? There should be an architecture, right?
Right, that's correct.
The architecture is PIA, Peoplesoft Internet Architecture. These are interconnected. What are those components available in the Peoplesoft Internet Architecture? 5 main parts. And the first 3 points you know, it's a web-based application. Already we are accessing through a web browser. And we will access our Peoplesoft portal link, and we can access our Peoplesoft page. The main parts of the PIA are web browser, web server, application server, and database server. And that's our last one. And the connection in a simple format like this. Web browser handled by web server will be communicating with the application server will be communicating with the RDBMS. Now, this is the advanced architecture diagram. Web browser is communicating with the web server with the help of HTTP and HTML languages. In the web server, you will see all the servlets, Java servlets, portal servlets, like that. In the web server is communicating with the application server with the help of 2 custom tools. Those are Jolt and Tuxedo.
Okay.
And the application server is communicating with the RDBMS server with the help of SQL. As a developer, if you are asking me a question, Venkat, is there anything, any information needed on HTML, HTML, JavaScript, TypeScript, what are these? No worries as a developer from our side. Why? Because all the server handling can be done by DBAs. Just know the server architecture, that's it. Which server is communicating with the web server, that's it. Why? Because even in your real time, you are not the right person to handle the servers, maintain the servers. DBAs will be there, they will handle the servers. If there is a server down, they will take care about that. But just it's an architecture. How the system is operating behind that. That's it. Other than that, don't go in depth about the servers. It's not our task. Purely, it's not our task.
Okay.
Coming to the designer, okay, we can see like these different types of pages we can create, components we can create. That means new functionalities we can generate, or existing functionalities we can change. Maximum, we will use application designer to change the structure of your front end. Application designer is a tool where we can write the People code, where we can design our application engines, component interfaces. That means 80% of the development you will do in application designer only. Only the one part you will do apart from the application designer, that is SQR.
Right.
Coming to the People code, what are all the activities we can do by using People code? Different types of validations, different types of business logics we can implement. We can validate the user inputs, we can update the database tables, everything by using People code. And coming to the application engine, it's a tool which we will use to develop the high-end batch programs, high volume data load. We can perform everything by using this application engine. We can call those programs our interfaces. Interface is nothing but it's an integration bridge between the two systems. The next, getting started with the application designer. We will start the app designer first today. Different types of terminologies, different types of objects you will see in the application designer. Like they listed already: fields, records, pages, components, menus, people code, SQL. Like, let's say today we will create our own task. Like, I want to see a page in my front end, that too in my custom navigation. Like, all these are the navigations available: self-service, manage self-service, recruiting, workforce administration. All these are the Peoplesoft delivered navigations. And these are all my training programs. These are all the training programs I created for my previous students. Then I want to create a separate navigation for you like this. For your training, I want to create a separate navigation.
Okay.
I want to place a page in that navigation which will display the employee ID, employee name, and joining date. 3 fields information I want to display on the page.
You said the employee name, the employee ID, and what else?
Joining date. Okay, date, birth date. That's it.
Okay.
3 fields I want to display on the page. It's our first task for today. First, we have to create the navigation like this. Then, when we create our own navigation, to create your own folders, please navigate to this People Tools, Portal, Structure and Content. Whenever I click on the Structure and Content, you will see all the left-hand side menu is available here, like self-service, manage self-service, recruiting, workforce administration, and all these are the training folders. All these are available. come down, you will have an option add folder. Click on add folder. I am creating my own navigation folder. Now here I am giving, don't give any spaces here, it won't accept. Now here I am giving like this. I am giving your name, your folder name as Offspring and the label as Offspring Practice. The label is which will display in the front end. And don't do anything. Just give the name and label. That's it. Save.
Okay.
Don't change anything. Don't give anything here. Just save it. Come to the home navigation. If you are able to see your folder here, then it's fine. Otherwise, just make it sign out and sign in back. System will be refreshed. Now you will see your folder is created.
Okay.
If you open the folder, it's empty. As of now, we have not designed anything. I want to design a page. I want to place it in this folder. And the page specification, it should display 3 fields: employee, employee name, and a date field. It's our target now. The first target is finished. Creation of a folder. Now, I have to create a page and I have to display the page. To do that, we have to follow these 9 steps. First step is designing the application. Create a development plan. Design the application in nothing in the sense you are creating a document which you are trying to do. Like, okay, I'm expecting to create a page. In the page, I want to display 3 fields. That means by end of the transaction in your front end, what you will do, you will add the values to the field and you will click on save. Then the data should be stored into the database. This is the plan and this is the designing we are just assuming, and we will put on a paper. You can call the design as technical design document. Then what are all our assumptions? We know we need 3 fields, right? Then we will create 3 new fields. And to store the data of 3 fields, we need a record. Record is nothing but a table. We need a page. All these are the assumptions we can assume by ourselves, right? Thoughts?
Right.
Then put it on a paper, on your wish. Okay, I'm creating 3 new fields. I'm creating a new record. I'm creating a new page, like that. Then we will follow the steps now. Creating field definitions. What is a field in Peoplesoft?
Excuse me?
What is the meaning of field in Peoplesoft?
Field, that's like the, I guess like the lowest level of the design page. It's identifying your content.
Yes. Can I use a field in different tables?
Yes.
Can I? Yes. That's it. Then fine. Now I am creating a new field here. The option is File, New. Otherwise, this is the shortcut. And one more shortcut is Ctrl+M. All these are the definitions we can create by using Peoplesoft Application Designer. Now I'm selecting it's a field and click on OK. We will see the in-depth concepts of the field later. What is the field type? Different types of fields are available here. Like that we will discuss later. First, for today, we are going to finish the task. My employee length is 15. I am deciding. Why? Because it's my field. And whenever you are creating a new field in your Peoplesoft database, not only field, not only record, not only page, any object in the Peoplesoft database, use your client naming convention. Why? Because you are creating a new object in the Peoplesoft database. It can be identified by its name. It's not mandatory, but it's suggestible. Now my client naming convention I'm giving here, and I'm giving my field functionality. And here I'm giving my field display, name display. And here I'm giving the same label ID concept, label ID as a name. Now, once I save this field, it will come into this development tab by default. Maybe in your machine, it won't come. Some settings should be changed. In my machine, in the tools, options, I selected this one is the option. Insert definition into project. When definition is modified and saved or deleted, in general, the option will be manually. What will happen when I check this option manually? Now I'm creating one more field. The field is employee name, and my field length is 30. Employee name. Employee name. Just save it as employee name. Now a field is saved in the Peoplesoft database, but it's not came into this development tab. Why? Because your option is like that. Insert definition into project. When definition is opened, when definition is modified and saved or deleted, manually. The option is manually because of that reason it is not coming by default. If I am selecting this, it will come by default.
Okay.
Then how can I place this employee name also into this development tab? Go to the insert, correct definition into project. Now you will see the two fields. Now coming to the last field in our requirement, that is a date field. Then select the date option here and give joining date. Now your three fields are created like this: employee ID, employee name, and joining date. Let's say today your development work is done and you are leaving for the day. Then where you will save all these fields? Your development. Whatever you've done so far, I want to save it in a project. Why? Because tomorrow I want to see the project directly. I don't want to open the individual fields again and again. Then there is an option, file, save project. However, this is the shortcut for that. Save all under one project name, employee project. Now it will show you like this. Tomorrow you came onto your machine and you are opening your application designer like this. It will be empty. Then you will have a chance to open the project directly. No need to open the fields, individual fields again. Here I am opening my project. This is my project and open it. Now it will open all the information, whatever you saved under this project. It should be must. Why? Because whatever the development you did in your real time also you will save under a project name. As of now, you're clear, Tom, or any doubts?
Okay.
Fine. Okay. This step is completed. Now the next step, creating the record definition. Yes, field is an individual object. It won't hold any data. It's needed support in the database to store the data in the form of just drag and drop the fields. That's it. That's it. And just save the record as the same naming convention I'm using and employee underscore TBL table. Click on OK. If your Getting this dialog box, select any one of those, no issues. Click on OK. Now your record will be saved like this. And a new object came into your project, just save your project. Now we know my record is created. cox_env_cbl. Now just query, it's my SQL Server database. Select, start from employee table. Now try to execute this one. It's giving me the error. Somebody will say,
But you have to build the record.
Yes, exactly. That means for cross-checking, I am running without PS also. It's not given. Then you have to build it. That is the next step in our development.
Okay.
Building the tables. Why we need to build the tables? It's application designer, it's a Peoplesoft environment. But we have to pass a message to the database. A record is created in App Designer with this structure. Then just build it by using the build current definition. Otherwise, this is the shortcut. Build it. And don't think any other concepts. Just click on the create tables and make sure you selected the execute and build script. Click on build. Click on next. What are these options? Create tables, number of options. We will discuss all those options later. Here you will see the message. SQL build process ended on what record process SQL build script. If you open this build script, it will show you which script you ran in the backend. You have created a table in the backend with this table name, and this is the employee ID, employee name, and job. Now, if you run this table search statement, then you will find the folder. You will find the results as table structure got created. Employee ID, employee name, and job. Now, our build the table step is also done. The next step, create the page. Now, create a page now. Select the page option.